I had no idea I was going to be making history. I simply wanted to run the Boston Marathon. And my coach was the university mailman. He was a postal worker, and he had run 15 Boston Marathons. He took me under his wing, and we trained together. And we argued a lot because he didn't believe any woman anywhere could ever run a marathon. And I wanted to prove to him, and I wanted to prove to myself that I could do it. And when we ran 31 miles in practice one day, he was totally convinced, because a marathon is 26.2 miles. But it was he, Arnie Briggs, who insisted that I sign up for the race. And he said, it doesn't count unless you're official. And when I sent in my entry, I got my bib, picked it up the morning of the race. And when I pinned it on, you know, women's history was changed. Who would have ever known in a million years the things that were going to happen that morning? We were on the front page of all the newspapers with crazy headlines, like, you know, a girl runs Boston Marathon, you know, who does she think she is, type of thing. Lovely ladies don't have a leg to stand on, all these kinds of things. But at any rate, it really created great controversy. And when I got back to Syracuse, of course, everybody was really excited about what happened. But I had no idea it was going to go on to completely change history the way it did. I knew it was going to then change women's sports, because people were going to have to recognize the fact that women had the capability of doing something as difficult as a marathon. People simply could not believe a woman could run 26.2 miles. And when I did, everybody had to, you know, do double think on what women's capability was really all about, which of course is limitless. Being celebrated at my alma mater is absolutely wonderful. And I'd be lying to you if I hadn't told you I'd been hoping for 59 years that maybe something would happen to it. I'll never forget Floyd Little's number being the first one that went up, and I adored him as an athlete and a man. He was a terrific, kind man and so talented. And I thought it was really cool that 44 was up there. And I thought, I wonder if they'd ever put 261 up there. And of course, it kind of faded away from my consciousness at that point, because I had a lot to do. But over the years, 261 has become a number meaning fearless in the face of adversity, just quite spontaneously. People were writing to me, and they were sending me pictures of a bib on their back for their first Boston Marathon or their first New York City Marathon. It was always 261, even though they had 5,942 on the front. And then people were suddenly sending me pictures of their tattoos, saying that 261 is so important to them, it makes them feel fearless, that they were tattooing themselves. So I had to take it very, very seriously. And this legend around it and fearlessness grew. So I copyrighted it, and then we started a nonprofit called 261 Fearless, designed for empowering women to run and to also get an education. We have created this nonprofit with coaches around the world. We're already in 14 countries, and we're changing women's lives through the simple act of running. If you want to lift a woman up, show her how to run. If you want to have her take control of her life, give her an education. That's what 261 Fearless does. And we're going to have a whole tribe of them out there tomorrow cheering as that number goes up in the rafters, which is going to be very exciting. The future of the number is very, very exciting, and that's another reason I'm glad it's enshrined at Syracuse, because Syracuse is where it began. Syracuse, in all these tough conditions, show that we can overcome anything. And I mean, I went outside today and I said, how did I train through this for 8 years? And I did, dark of night and dark of morning. I was out there, you know, 100 miles a week in this stuff. And it makes you very, very tough. And that's what 261's about. It's about being fearless together, about overcoming the impossible.